What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I've been working on installing some lights in my garage, and I kind of wanted to share with you all how I did it and the price, and basically show that anybody can do this and really transform their garage. So I'm going to try and not make this video too long. I'm going to try and do it in one take, which is kind of hard sometimes. So if I mess up a little bit, bear with me. But I've noticed in the past videos I made where I did them in one take, just talking and explaining, came out a lot better than the ones with the intros, the music, the time lapses, all that. And they got more views, and I feel like they were more straightforward and not a lot of, extra stuff that wasn't needed. So bear with me on this. If I mess up, it happens. But here we go. So basically in this video, let me show you what do we got right here. So we've got 4 lights here, 1 here. These are Honeywell lights. They came from Sam's Club. They're normally $20 a piece, and they had an instant $8 off. This was back in the summer. So they were $12 a piece, which was super cheap, a name brand that I'd heard of, and it was Sam's Club, so I knew if I had any problems, take it back, get another one, or get my money back. But so far, I've had these up for about half a year. No problems at all. It's getting cold out now. They don't flicker. We installed some at my dad's house years back, and when it got cold out, they started flickering. So I'm guessing they fixed that, and as far as LEDs go with temperature. But basically, you can see there's a white cap there. When I bought the house, they had 2 light bulb sockets there with just 2 bulbs. Right here, it was on the switch. You turn it on, not bright at all. I know I wanted to set this up to work on a car in here, or just anything, and you can already see it is very well lit. I mean, just imagine 2 60-watt bulbs there. This is night and day difference. When I first turned this on after I finished it, I was blown away, and I did this for around $100. So anybody can do this. I'm no genius. I'm no electrician. I was kind of learning as I was doing it, but I was kind of wanting to make this video to explain and just show what all you need, how to do it, where I bought the stuff. And yeah, like I said, bear with me if I mess up a little bit, or trying to do this in one take. But let's start off with what you need. So you're basically going to, actually let me tell you this part. So basically I came up with a way where I ran all the wires up in the attic, so they aren't hanging down. I was going to run them across, but I think this came out really clean. You can see the wires go up in the ceiling. You can see over here, this one's the same way, right up in the ceiling. And we'll touch more on that in a second on how I did that. And I kind of thought this up on my own right here, the way I did it. So you can do it any way you want, but this is the way I did it, and I think it came out really clean. So let's talk about what you need. So you're going to need the lights first. It's the main thing you're going to need. Whichever lights you want. They're all about the same. They do have plugs on the end. So technically, if you wanted the wires down here, you could run a wire over and plug it in, and they would all run on the same. So here's what I got. You're going to need these cable clamps. These are 3/8. These are what I used on the wires that I ran up in the ceiling to tack the wires down so they wouldn't move all around. I guess that's optional. I just did it as a safety. These drywall anchors, and they come with screws. I think these are probably like $3 to $4, not expensive. These are a little over $1 for a pack of 4. So you need 2 anchors per light. The lights actually come with like the little like hook that you screw in, and then you hook the chain on it. But basically, I was going into drywall ceiling here, and I was having trouble finding the studs, so I just measured these things out and used these anchors. They hold 50 pounds a piece. These lights are super light. It's honestly overkill. That's 100 pounds, which you don't need, but they're just real easy. You just drive those right in the drywall, and then run the screw through. And something else, let me climb up on the ladder and show you something else I used that I don't have any left, so I'm just gonna have to show you like this with what I got. But I used these. Let's see if that'll focus. Sweet. Okay, so they come with this hook, the chain. What I did was I went out and I bought these washers, and then that's the screw that comes with the anchors. So what I did was I found out where I wanted to mount these, screwed them in, let the chain hang, basically adjusted the chain on how high I wanted these, and then I cut the excess chain off. So those are just going into anchors into drywall. And those are some washers. You know, washers are a couple bucks for a bag. Gotta watch my step. All right, now let's walk back over here and let me show you what else we got. So I got these on eBay. These are like the little thing, you've probably seen them on like a desk before to like hide wires. So usually when you buy like a desk, this is in the back, you run all the wires through and you cap them off. It looks really clean. So these are 1 3/8. And this is the exact size. I kind of had to test it when I bought these. I kind of gambled, but I got lucky. The cord will fit right through there, through the hole, and then you put the cap on it. You'll need a hole saw set to drill these out if you end up going this route. And let me show you. Let's get back up on the ladder here and I'll kind of show you where we're at. So we basically mounted that, like I said, 2 points. And then I drilled a hole saw here, and then I put that in there, ran the cord up through, and then this little cap pops off. So there'll be a hole, cap that. So now you have a really clean install there. The other thing you need, so like I said, you're gonna need the lights, cable ties, you're gonna need washers, anchors, these cover grommets, hole saw. Another thing I got here was this is a switch, basically like a remote. And if you come over here, the little thing with the light on it plugs into an outlet, and it's got another outlet on it. So basically it works as a remote. So you push that and whatever's plugged into that will switch on or off. So that was about 20 bucks. So we'll say we're at, 60, 70, 80. All the little stuff here is like a couple dollars. So, we're probably about $90, $95. And actually we're probably about 90 because this stuff's pretty cheap. And then what you're gonna need to do, or how I did it, was I basically plugged in, to it right there. And then I plugged a power strip, and a power strip drilled a hole in the ceiling and put the power strip up in the ceiling. And basically the way this works is that cord coming off that one, that one, that one, that one, they all go right up across, which I will climb up there in a second and I will show you. They all go across and they plug into that power strip up there, which is plugged into the switch. And I actually mounted this switch on the wall. So this is really easy. It's just, plug and play. This switch is basically a remote. Okay, it's a remote on off. I mounted this plate to the wall like that, so it looks like an actual switch. So as you can watch, when I push this down for off, it goes off. It's really dark. I'm gonna push it on, and now they're on. So that's the way I did that. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. I didn't wire in any boxes in the ceiling. I just ran the wires up in the ceiling. Did something like this at my dad's house in his garage years ago, like I said, but the ceiling was a lot lower and it wasn't a finished garage, so it didn't have a drywall ceiling. It just had beams. So that one was really easy. We just, drilled straight into the beams, and it was kind of harder to hide the wires. They're kind of visible, but with this way, I think this came out really, really, really clean. And I just kind of, figured this out as I went. And, you can do this any way you want. This is the way I did it. Like I said, it was about $100. And actually another thing you're gonna need is a power strip going up in there. And I got one that had sorry, the camera's trying to focus on my hand. But I got one that had like a surge protector in it. So just in case it kicks, it won't burn anything up. And that runs up in there. That was, I think, like $5. And yeah, I think that's all you're gonna need. I'm gonna pause the video real quick, pull the attic down, climb up there with a flashlight, and show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'm back. Pulled down the ladder to my attic. I'm gonna show you basically where all these wires are going up and through the ceiling, and I'm gonna show you how I wired it up. So bear with me here. I know I wanted to do this in one clip, but I had to kind of stop and, get this together. I got a flashlight right here. Sweet, that's gonna work. All right, so I'm walking around. I actually put a couple boards down up here so I could walk. So let me show you what we got. Okay, so walking into some spider webs up here. All right, so that's the hole. Get it like that. There we go. That's the hole right above the garage door opener where the outlet is. So that goes in. Pay no attention to that strip. That's a different thing. I'll cover that in another video. This is the power strip that comes up. And basically, there's a hole there, one over there, there, and right there. And those are all the lights coming up, and the cords that are on the light. They're perfectly long enough. They all plug right here into this strip. That power strip goes down there to the switch that plugs in the outlet, and basically all you're doing is clicking that and giving power to all the lights at one time. So, and I use these to tack it down. As you can see, that's the screw cable tie downs I was talking about, so it doesn't move. And yeah, all those go in there, and they're on a switch. And it's pretty simple install. Like I said, they're just coming all up to the ceiling. All these wires are everywhere. You know, just all the wires for the house. So I basically just kind of did the same thing. But let me go back downstairs real quick and I'll cover some more. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give a little follow-up on this. Basically showed you everything you're going to need, how to mount them. As far as measuring these go, I guess I should have covered this earlier. You really just measure them, you know, space them out however you want to. That was probably the hardest part, but me and my dad on that part actually made like a template out of wood and held it up on the wall. You know, he held that in, I got on a ladder, held it over here, and we just marked spots, and that was the way to do it. Another way you could do it is measure from the floor out and get a laser that puts a dot on the ceiling and do that, and then climb on a ladder and mark it. That would be easier, but you'd have to go buy a laser. So basically you just measured it out and kind of do it wherever you want. They're kind of in line, you know, they're pretty close. So really these are just in line on each side of the car if the car's in here. And then this one, I just did it right across the workbench. So yeah guys, if you have any questions, leave some comments. I will try to answer them. The last few videos I made, they kind of blew up with comments and I couldn't keep up, so I kind of quit responding. I've got other garage things that I was going to show you in some more videos. I did these folding workbenches, which I'll discuss that, where I got them the price. Mounted these fans to the ceiling. That would be another really good video. And how I ran this cord. I got a light in the ceiling. You know, just stuff like that. Kind of garage, different things that I've done in my garage. And I'll have a couple more videos coming out soon. I'm also going to do a update video on the channel, basically, you know, talking about the cars that I had worked on and what's up with that and why I haven't responded and what I've been working on. So I know it's been about a year and a half, 2 years since I made a video. Sorry about that, just got really busy, had a lot going on, which I will explain in future videos. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, leave a comment if you have any questions, subscribe to the channel. I think we're at close to 3,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. You know, a couple videos I had really blew up. I appreciate everybody that subscribed, everybody that watched the videos, all the positive feedback. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.